Time for the Local Business Spotlight on City News 570.
And we are joined this morning by our friend Faisal Susiwala, broker of record at RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. Good morning, Faisal.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thanks.
Glad to hear it. So let's talk about the market currently when it comes to real estate and specifically activity and prices in the region of Waterloo right now. Faisal, what are we seeing?
Well, with this wonderful weather, I think we've got spring fever happening because the market has just had such a significant uptick in the last week. Multiple offers are back. Above asking has become normal again due to lack of supply. And it almost seems like there's been this pent-up demand over the last few months, and people were sitting on the sidelines. With the rate increase, which affected just the variable rate, the long-term rates actually came down, which has now put some positivity in the minds of buyers that were sitting on the sidelines thinking, well, maybe we should jump in now. And, I had one home a week ago that had 110 viewings on that, and of course 25 offers. That means there were 110 people interested in buying a home priced in and around $800,000 in our region. 25 people made an offer. That means 24 are still looking to buy immediately. So that tells us what's happening in our marketplace right now. I think we're in for a very strong spring market, and for those buyers that are waiting on the sidelines, this is the time to get qualified and get into the market.
Okay, so with prices still relatively high, you mentioned that $800,000 figure, for example, but where should buyers be looking to make that purchase, Faisal?
So that's the resistance that's in the market right now, is that people are saying, well, I don't have enough income to justify the price that I'm paying. So what I'm recommending to a lot of my buyers, that even if they are not in a position to buy in the region that they live, and if they're not in a position where they can move to a more affordable area, then buy in an affordable area, continue renting locally, but buy somewhere else that you can get the rent, which will offset your rental price here. So, for example, if we look at Vancouver, the average home price is $1.1 million, and the average income there is $173,000. In our region, the average home price right now is $715,000, and the average household income is $110,000. So that might be too high because the median income is $57,000. So when we look at places like Edmonton, Winnipeg, Regina, St. John's, even Halifax, where the average price of a home is still hovering in and around $500,000, a $50,000 to $60,000 annual income will allow you to buy the average priced home in that market with 20% down, amortized over 30 years with around a 4.5% to 5% interest rate. So that's my recommendation to any buyer that's sitting on the sidelines, is don't wait on the sidelines waiting for a home to appear in your region. Go elsewhere, invest elsewhere, stay in Canada, but that will get you in the real estate market until appreciation occurs in those markets, which it will. At that time, you can extract that money and buy a home locally for yourself.
So in the meantime, you would be renting out that property likely, and then using what you get from that rental to pay that mortgage and maybe even subsidize what you're paying locally.
Absolutely. My son goes to Western University, and I didn't want to buy a property in London. So what I did was I bought a property locally in Cambridge. I'm collecting the rent on that property, which offsets the rent that I'm paying for him in London. So that's a great example of me investing somewhere where my son isn't actually living, but using that rental income locally to pay for that abroad.
Very, very interesting stuff, as always, when we get the chance to speak with you. Faisal, thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure. Have a great day.
Faisal Susiwala is a broker of record with RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. You can reach Faisal by phone at 519-624-5555 or online homeshack.com.